What if I told you some crowns are worth more than your house, your car, and probably your entire neighborhood combined? These aren't just pretty jewels. They've survived wars, scandals, and even a princess locked in a mental hospital. Hey everyone! Today we're diving into the world of royal bling. And trust me, these aren't your average crowns. We're talking about sapphire tiaras so incredible, so expensive, and so full of drama that you won't believe they're real. Let's check out the best of the best. The Belgian Sapphire Tiara. This first tiara has one of the craziest backstories you'll ever hear. It starts with a princess, a secret love affair, and a family that literally locked her away. Princess Louise of Belgium lived in the 1800s. Her dad was the King of Belgium, which sounds amazing, right? Wrong. Her parents forced her to marry a prince she didn't love. Eventually, Louise fell in love with someone else, a Croatian count named Geza Matačić. When her family found out, they were furious. Here's where it gets dark. Her husband declared her insane and had her locked up in a psychiatric hospital. Her boyfriend was thrown in prison. Princess Louise spent years trapped, and eventually she had to sell all her beautiful jewelry just to survive after she escaped. One of the pieces she sold was an incredible sapphire necklace. Fast forward about 100 years to 1963. Queen Elizabeth II of England was looking for a new tiara. She bought Princess Louise's old necklace and had it turned into the stunning tiara we see today. The design is really cool. There's a big sapphire tilted at an angle right in the center, so surrounded by diamonds. More sapphires and diamonds spread out on both sides, all connected in this beautiful flowing pattern. It's like a river of blue and white sparkle across the top. Queen Elizabeth wore this tiara all the time from the 60s through the 90s. She wore it when meeting world leaders from China and Colombia. One of the last times we saw her wear it was in a portrait taken in 2019 at Windsor Castle. Now, Queen Camilla owns this tiara and wears it to fancy dinners and important events. Every time she does, it reminds us that even something born from sadness can become beautiful again. The Leuchtenberg Sapphire Tiara. If there's one sapphire tiara that rules them all, this is it. The Leuchtenberg Sapphire Tiara is basically the royal jewelry version of winning the lottery. This amazing piece goes all the way back to Napoleon's time in France. Empress Josephine, Napoleon's first wife, gave this sapphire set to her daughter-in-law as a gift when she had a baby boy. That was around 1810 or 1811. Then the sapphires traveled to Sweden when the daughter married a Swedish prince who later became king. And guess what? They've been in Sweden ever since. That's over 200 years in the same royal family. Picture this: 11 huge oval blue sapphires sitting on top of a fancy diamond frame. Each sapphire is surrounded by more diamonds, making them look even more incredible. The whole thing has flower designs and leaf patterns made entirely of diamonds. The best part? The tiara is flexible, so it can be worn in different ways depending on the occasion. But wait, there's more! Well, this isn't just a tiara. It comes with a complete matching set, a necklace with 14 massive sapphires, earrings, a brooch, and even hairpins. The whole collection is mind-blowing. Queen Sylvia of Sweden has said this is her absolute favorite tiara from the entire Swedish royal collection. Why? Because it's easier to travel with and comfortable to wear. She's worn it to the Nobel Prize ceremony, Sweden's biggest event, 15 times. She also wore it to her son's wedding in 2015. When you see pictures of Queen Sylvia wearing the Leuchtenberg sapphires, there's no question who's in charge. Even when other royals are wearing amazing tiaras, hers just screams, "I'm the queen!" The sapphires came from Ceylon, which is now called Sri Lanka. They're that perfect deep blue color that makes sapphires so special. Combined with all those diamonds, it's like wearing a piece of the night sky on your head. The Dutch Sapphire Tiara. Imagine a cathedral made of jewels. That's basically what this tiara looks like, and it's enormous. In 1881, the King of the Netherlands wanted to give his new wife, Queen Emma, something really special. So he spent a fortune, like over €1 million in today's money, to have this incredible tiara made. The numbers are insane. 655 diamonds, and 33 giant Ceylon sapphires, all set in platinum. The design looks like a Gothic cathedral with the sapphires positioned like colorful windows. Some of the stones are mounted on tiny springs, so they shake and sparkle every time the queen moves her head. How cool is that? The biggest sapphire weighs 44 carats. To give you an idea, on news that's about the size of a large grape. It's 2 centimeters across, absolutely massive for a sapphire. Here's something neat. The center part can be removed and worn as a separate brooch. So it's like getting 2 pieces of jewelry in one. In 2013, before the new King Willem-Alexander took over, they modified the tiara slightly. They added a new frame so it sits higher on the head, and they made it so the center can be lowered to create a curved shape. Queen Maxima of the Netherlands made her first appearance in this tiara during her husband's coronation ceremony. She wore it with a royal blue dress that matched the sapphires perfectly. The whole outfit was stunning. Definitely one of the best royal fashion moments ever. 2 years later, she wore the full, super tall version during a visit to Denmark. When you see pictures of the complete tiara, it's absolutely towering. It makes a huge statement. Queen Maxima continues to wear this tiara for major events, and every time she does, people go crazy over how spectacular it looks. The George VI Victorian Suite. This tiara has a sweet story behind it. It's all about a dad who wanted to give his daughter the perfect wedding gift. When Princess Elizabeth, who would later become Queen Elizabeth II, got married in 1947, her father, King George VI, gave her an amazing present: antique sapphire and diamond jewelry from the 1850s. That's like giving your daughter jewelry that's already 100 years old on her wedding day. The set included a beautiful necklace and earrings with rectangular sapphires surrounded by diamonds. Young Princess Elizabeth loved them and started wearing the necklace right away. By the early 60s, Elizabeth wanted a tiara to match her sapphire necklace. That's when she bought the Belgian princess's old necklace and turned it into the Belgian sapphire tiara we talked about earlier. But the story continues. Over the years, Queen Elizabeth made changes to her father's original gift. She shortened the necklace and added a removable pendant so she could wear it in different ways depending on her mood. One of the most famous times she wore these sapphires was in 1961 when President John F. Kennedy and his wife Jackie visited Buckingham Palace for dinner. Can you imagine how fancy that dinner must have been? For many years, Queen Elizabeth didn't wear these sapphires much. But near the end of her life, she brought them out again for important state dinners with world leaders from China and Colombia. This suite of jewelry meant a lot to Queen Elizabeth because it was a gift from her father. Every time she wore it, she was carrying a piece of her dad with her. Queen Marie-Amélie's Sapphire Tiara. Some tiaras are so special, they end up in museums, and this is one of them. You can actually go see this beauty at the Louvre Museum in Paris today. This gorgeous parure, that's a fancy word for a matching jewelry set, probably belonged first to Empress Josephine, Napoleon's wife. When her daughter needed money, she sold the sapphires in 1821. The King of France bought them and gave them to his wife, Queen Marie-Amélie. The tiara features large blue sapphires from Sri Lanka set with diamonds and white gold. And what's really clever about this piece is that you can take parts off and wear them separately as brooches. It's like Lego, but with millions of dollars worth of jewels. The craftsmanship is absolutely perfect. Each sapphire is carefully chosen, so they all match in color. The diamonds around each blue stone make them shine even brighter without being too much. At some point, someone made the tiara smaller, but it's still pretty impressive. Today, it's displayed with the matching necklace, which has big oval sapphires connected by diamond chains. The whole set also includes earrings and brooches. The French royal family owned these sapphires for generations until they sold everything to the Louvre in 1985. Now, everyone can see them up close and appreciate how incredible they are. Maria Fyodorovna's sapphire bandeau. This elegant tiara is all about stars. Diamond rays shoot out from bright blue sapphires, creating a starburst pattern that's both fancy and sophisticated. The history of this tiara is a bit mysterious. Experts think it might have belonged to Maria Fyodorovna, who was originally a Danish princess before she became the Empress of Russia. She was married to Alexander III, the Emperor of Russia from 1881 to 1894. The design is really distinctive. The center has a big sapphire with diamond rays bursting out from it, like a brilliant star. This star pattern repeats across the bandeau in different sizes, creating rhythm and movement. The diamonds are set in a way that makes them super sparkly, even in dim candlelight. After the Russian Revolution, Empress Maria's jewelry collection got scattered all over the place. This tiara eventually ended up with Queen Mary of England, who later gave it to Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother. The Queen Mother often let her daughter, Princess Margaret, borrow it. Princess Margaret looked amazing in this tiara. It suited her personality perfectly because it was elegant, but also a little bit different and unconventional. Interestingly, Queen Elizabeth II never wore this tiara in public, even though it belongs to the royal family. It's been sitting in the royal vault, waiting for maybe a future princess to bring it back into the spotlight. The Norwegian Sapphire Tiara. This tiara is pure romance. Created as a wedding gift in 1896, it captures all the beauty and elegance of the Belle Époque period, a fancy French term for the beautiful era around 1900. The design features a gorgeous central sapphire surrounded by diamond flowers and leaves. Everything is curved and delicate, inspired by nature. The Belle Époque style was all about feminine beauty, flowers, and intricate detail work. And this tiara shows all of that perfectly. Queen Maud of Norway received this tiara when she got married. She was originally a British princess. Her dad was King Edward VII, but she married a Danish prince who became the King of Norway. When she moved to Norway, she brought this beautiful tiara with her. The tiara has been passed down through the Norwegian royal family for generations. Queen Sonja, who is the current Queen of Norway, wears it on important occasions, keeping the tradition alive. What makes this tiara so special is that it's perfectly balanced. It's big enough to be impressive, but delicate enough to look graceful and pretty. The sapphire gives you something to focus on, while the diamond flowers create movement and lightness around it. The Greek Sapphire Tiara. Unlike the older, traditional tiaras we've talked about, this one has a more modern vibe. Created in the mid-1900s for the Greek royal family, it features a unique sunburst design that really stands out. Diamond rays shoot out from deep blue sapphires across the entire tiara, creating what looks like multiple little suns. It's radiant and eye-catching. Queen Frederica of Greece got this tiara after World War II, when her husband became king in 1947. The sunburst design was perfect for that time period because it symbolized energy, renewal, and hope, exactly what people needed after the war. Each sapphire sits in the middle of radiating diamond spokes, creating several focal points across the tiara. It's really dynamic and exciting to look at because the diamonds direct your eye to each vibrant blue sapphire. Even though Greece got rid of its monarchy in 1974, the royal family kept their personal jewelry, including this distinctive piece. It's been worn by several Greek royals over the years, including Queen Anne-Marie, who married King Constantine II in 1964. This tiara represents a new style of royal jewelry, less heavily decorated than older pieces, but still totally regal and impressive. So there you have it, 8 of the most stunning sapphire tiaras in the world. Each one is worth millions of dollars, but their real value goes way beyond money. These tiaras tell stories. The Belgian Sapphire Tiara shows us that beauty can come from sad beginnings. The Leuchtenberg sapphires connect 3 royal families across more than 200 years. The Dutch tiara looks like a Gothic cathedral made of jewels. The George VI suite reminds us of a father's love. The French tiara in the Louvre shows off perfect craftsmanship. The Russian bandeau whispers of imperial history. The Norwegian tiara captures romance, and the Greek tiara represents modern royal style. These aren't just accessories or fancy jewelry. They're pieces of history you can wear. They connect us to the past, to the queens and empresses who wore them, and to the talented artists who made them. Each tiara has witnessed important moments in history: coronations, royal weddings, fancy dinners with world leaders, and countless other events. The best part? These tiaras are still being worn today. They're not locked away in dusty museums, well, except for one. They're active parts of royal life, still sparkling at important events, still making people gasp when they see them. As long as there are royal families and special occasions to celebrate, these magnificent sapphire tiaras will continue to shine. They'll keep telling their stories to new generations, reminding us that some things are truly timeless. Pretty amazing, right? Which one was your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed learning about these incredible tiaras, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more royal history and jewelry content. See you next time!